You don't share.
Yeah, yes.
But I believe we finished grave mode last week, if I recall.
Yes, and moved on to Plagal
Mhm.
Fourth mode.
So Plagal Fourth mode, again, these are just straightforward. I brought my little Isan machine in case we wanted to sing with Isan at some point. So let me know. At some point with some of these other things that I have, we can break it out. If you want it now, we can also break it out now. So, yeah, we'll just sing string straight through it. Neagen. Glory be to thee, who has shown the light. Glory in the highest to God, and on earth peace, goodwill among men. We praise thee, we bless thee, we worship thee, we glorify thee. We give thanks to thee for thy great glory. O Lord, King, heavenly God, the Father Almighty, O Lord, the only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. O Lord God, Lamb of God, Son of the Father, who takest away the sin of the world, have mercy on us. Thou who takest away the sins of the world, receive our prayer. Thou who sittest at the right hand of the Father, and have mercy on us. For thou alone art holy, thou alone art Lord, Jesus Christ, to the glory of God the Father. Amen. Every day will I bless thee, and I will praise thy name forever, and unto the ages of ages. Vouchsafe, O Lord, to keep us this day without sin. Blessed art thou, O Lord, the God of our fathers, and praised and glorified is thy name unto the ages. Amen. Let thy mercy, O Lord, be upon us, even as we have hoped in thee. Sure. Let thy mercy, O Lord, be upon us, even as we have hoped in thee. And that's another one I do have to ask at some point. At the beginning, the kezonizo kevi, like it's really quick there. So I don't know exactly what you do with the flatting, or whether you just keep it the kezonizo, or what you do. I just do something, and it goes by so quickly that every time I remember to ask, I'm like, oh, right, I'll ask sometime. And then, then 8 weeks later, I'm like, oh,
here it comes again.
Yeah. So one of these times I will ask. Neagie, blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. Keep going. Lord, thou hast been our refuge from generation to generation. I said, O Lord, have mercy on me. Heal my soul, for I have sinned against thee. Let's do that one more time. I said, O Lord.
I hate it when they break the...
Yeah, the
Seneca throwing across the line.
Yep. I said, O Lord. I said, O Lord, have mercy on me. I said, O Lord, have mercy on me. Heal my soul, for I have sinned against thee. O Lord, to thee have I fled for refuge. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. And let's do that one more time,
Yeah.
because when I was in Pittsburgh, we messed that up every single time we had tone 8. And then eventually, like, we knew this, and this is again the thing, like, 8 weeks from now, we're gonna get this. And like, we'll look at it ahead of time, because we knew something was wrong, and we eventually figured it out. And then finally, I think one of us got it right, and we're like, you know,
That's what it's supposed to sound like.
yeah. And so then from then on, it was like this challenge thing that is like, eventually we'll get it. But let's do real quick 15, the beginning of it, paralagi, just to see what it actually is. Ni pavogadi, vi zoke, vi ke, vi gavu, ni zoke, vi vi. Says vu, and then what we kept wanting to do in Pittsburgh was vu zo, and then do something else with it, but it's up 5 notes. So, vu gavi ke zoni.
Oh, and fled?
Yeah, fled for refuge. It's just a bigger jump than you would expect it to be.
So what were you guys doing?
O Lord, to thee have I fled for refuge, which worked out perfectly well. Just that's not actually what's written.
Mm-hmm.
So we all did exactly
all
the same
doing
thing.
No, I don't know if it matters.
That was the fun part, was we were all doing the same thing, but we were like, no, we're wrong. Like, that's not as all what's written. So it was in the heat of the moment, though. So, number 15. O Lord, to thee have I fled for refuge. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. For in thee is the fountain of life, in thy light we shall see light. Continue thy mercy unto those who know thee. Holy God, holy mighty, holy immortal, have mercy on us. Keep going. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, both now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen. Holy immortal, have mercy on us. Yep. So, it's just to tell you something new is coming. Number 24. Holy God, holy mighty, holy immortal, have mercy on us. So we can do that last one another time. So the question really on holy immortal is where to breathe in there. And so it's a hard thing. Especially one other thing with this is that sometimes you forget where it's going to go, and you're not prepared for it to go more up to that one.
Yeah.
And sometimes depending upon how long Matins has been, and you're kind of like, I'm fine with the knee, but then you go up to the paw and you weren't prepared for it, you didn't have your breath support, and you're kind of like, that came out of, didn't like that one, so.
I hate turning blue at the chanter.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where mo. You could breathe right there, knowing what's coming next. Or you could also breathe right there, even in the midst of the word. Because there's really no time after that to breathe. You could breathe somewhere in there maybe, but you'd really break the rhythm. And as a group, we wouldn't do that. As a soloist, you could do whatever you wanted, but somewhere in there. I just decided not to breathe, which is a poor decision, but it was a decision nonetheless. So, for better or for worse. Okay, so Holy Immortal. Name Holy Immortal, have mercy on us. All right. So, any questions on that?
I don't know. She's hissing at me.
Oh,
You said,
us.
There you
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If the people don't know this by now, they've got better things. So with that, we finished the Doxologies. The one thing of note with 26, that pa come on have mercy on the east side. Have mercy. People, that's not a phrase that you really want to do. It's a weird thing. So there were a lot of mess ups with that in the past when I've been singing this, where it's kind of like people just didn't want to sing that. They wanted to sing something much more tone 8, and this almost gets into a tone 1-ish type of thing with the pa. So just be aware in the heat of the moment where you start thinking, you think something other than what is actually written. All right. So now from there, would you rather sing things for the day for the new year, or for after rising from the tomb? We'll probably get through all of it, but
Let's do after rising the tomb, then we can focus completely and totally on the new year.
yeah, right. I shouldn't have closed what I
Where's
just
that?
closed.
Kill.
I saw that.
What did we?
I don't know.
It was a gnat.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's see. There's a one.
Ain't no water shoes. Nah.
It's no longer with us. It has gone home to the Lord.
So this is the thing you're supposed to sing after the doxology.
Right,
at
right.
the end of Matins.
Yep. So the way that Matins, and at some point we'll actually go through Matins, the structure of everything. But for the moment, what we'll say is that if there's a doxology called for, which for the resurrection on Sunday morning, it's always called for, then you have a hymn afterwards. And for the resurrection, it's a resurrectional hymn. So today, salvation come to the world, or after rising from the tomb, both dealing with the resurrection. If it is not that type of day, and it's just a vigil for a big saint, then you would sing their dismissal hymn.
If it's not what type of day?
Resurrection.
So it's not Sunday.
If it's not Sunday.
Then something else might apply.
Yeah, you would. So let's say you're singing a vigil for Saint Nicholas. The truth of things hath revealed thee is his dismissal hymn. So after the doxology, you go straight into his dismissal hymn for the day. O Lord, save thy people. On exaltation of the cross, you would finish the doxology with O Lord, save thy people.
Oh, okay.
So just different ways of doing that. But nevertheless, there's always some hymn following the doxology.
Is the doxology always in the tone of the day?
So the doxology is done differently depending upon what you're doing.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about that.
So it's either done in the tone of the day, like let's say for the Sunday, it's either done in the tone of the week, or it's done in the tone of the hymn that precedes it. So I believe the traditions are different as to how you do that. So if you're singing like a big hymn in tone 8 and then you then switch to the doxology to be tone 1, it's kind of jarring. So I guess some people just stick with tone 8 and some people know, no,
All right, but the
tone of the week
at
is
least
tone
in
1.
some traditions, the practice is not that they would necessarily match.
Right, exactly.
So if we were to do this, it wouldn't be too jarring since we always do the doxology in tone 8.
Or tone 3, yeah.
Tone 3, that's right.
Yeah, but then normally what I would say is that you would do the this today's salvation. You normally do it in whatever the tone was of the doxology. So if we're doing tone 3 doxology, we would do tone 3 today's salvation. However, the tradition is for tones 1 through 4, you're supposed to do today's salvation. For tones 5 through 8, you're supposed to do after rising from the tomb. But after rising from the tomb, so today's salvation is written in all 8 tones. After rising from the tomb is not.
Right.
It's written plagal 1 up to plagal 4. So then I would say probably do grave mode, like tone 3 for today's salvation and grave mode for after rising from the tomb, because both then agree somewhat with the tone 3 doxology. I don't know if that.
But what? So when is today's salvation? When is today's salvation song?
So if
Is that sung after the doxology?
if the tone of the week is 1 through 4, you sing the hymn Today's Salvation.
Okay. So why wouldn't you just sing tone 3, Today's Salvation? Why are you talking about going to plagal or going to grave mode?
Oh, because if the tone of the week is 5 through 8.
Oh, yeah, then you have to, yes.
You're supposed to go to after rising from the tomb.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so you go to what?
The other-
5 through 8 goes
After
to what?
rising from the tomb?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After
So
rising from the tomb.
5 through 8 is after
So
rising.
basically this is the, oh no, these have, so why, under what circumstances do you sing the Today's Salvation in plagal 1 through 4?
That's where plagal 1 plagal 1 through 4. So that's if you're following that thing which says
Oh, that you have to match the doxology.
match the tone. Yeah.
Match the,
Yeah, that your doxology matches the doxastikon, the glory before it. So if your glory on Sundays is this is where I had a whiteboard.
well, I guess that's what I don't understand. Why wouldn't you just sing after rising from the tomb? Because that's in plagal 1 through 4. Why
Right.
would you?
So your Eothenon tells you what doxastikon you're going to sing.
Yep.
That's you have 11 of those.
Yes.
So that has whatever. So let's say we're singing. Let's say the tone of the week is tone 3.
Okay.
But we're singing tone 8 for the Eothenon.
Okay.
So then the question is do you do tone 3 or do you do tone 8 for the doxology? And different people would say different things.
Okay.
But if you do tone 8 for the doxology, you're going to sing something in tone 8 for after rising from the tomb or today's salvation. You're going to match it to the doxology. But the tone of the week is tone 3, so you're going to sing today's salvation, but you're going to sing it in tone 8 because the doxology was tone 8.
What? Wait a
So-
minute.
Let's see. What
What is that?
if I can draw it on the whiteboard?
Very
there.
dense book, but very helpful. The Typicon Decoded.
Yeah.
In fact, he talks about the Latia.
Yep.
in here.
Okay, so let me take this little
This
whiteboard.
everyday
I mean,
conclusion of Vespers.
Maybe this is the problem. I'm looking at this like, here's this thing you sing after the doxology.
No, the
And
Latia.
some of these
The
are
Latia
in,
we're talking
are after rising from the tomb is in plagal 1 through 4, and today's salvation is in, well, it has all the tones.
Right, as all tones.
So I guess I'm trying to figure out under what circumstances you would sing like plagal 4th mode today's salvation instead of just singing after rising from the tomb plagal 4.
That's where
So if something that calls it, you have to sing today is salvation.
the tone of the week is 3,
Okay.
but the doxology you sang was tone 8.
I don't understand like what. I mean, you said there's like different.
Yeah. So if our tradition was that the doxology follows the hymn before it, the tone of the doxology. So the hymn, the glory, was tone 8. Therefore, the doxology is tone 8.
Okay. And so they have to sing
Therefore,
something that's in
the
tone
next,
8.
yeah. Therefore, the next hymn is going to be in tone 8.
Okay, well I've got that. I've got after rising from the tomb in tone 8.
But the tone of the week is tone 3. So after rising from the tomb is not sung.
So you sing today's salvation in tone 3.
No, you sing today's salvation in the tone of the doxology
Why do you sing today's salvation?
because it's tone 1 through 4 of the week. So the hymn that is specified by the tone of the week. So tones 1 through 4 are today's salvation. Tones 5 through 8 are after rising from the tomb.
Okay, I thought maybe I misunderstood. I thought you were saying that there's some traditions that say you match the tone of the doxology, and some that you match the tone of the week.
Mm-hmm. But
the,
no matter
the doxology is
But
in
this
tone
is
8.
no matter what the text that you're going to sing after the doxology is always going to be based upon, is it tone 1 through 4 this week, or is it tone 5 through 8? Now the tone that you sing that in.
So if the tone of the week is 1 through 4, you're going to sing Today of Salvation,
Mhm.
right? So why are there plagal versions of Today of Salvation? If for tones plagal 1 through 4, you're going to sing After Rising from the Tomb.
Because then that's where, if your glory, your Ethiopian glory,
Okay,
is in tone 8
is in tone 8,
or grave mode, or
plagal mode.
yeah, one of the plagals, and you're matching the doxology to that, and not the tone of the week.
I think I said you do match the tone of the week.
That's two different traditions. There's multiple different typicons about how you do this. All the instructions that you get in most of the typicons are then the doxology is sung in the appropriate tone. They don't actually tell you what that means.
I thought you started out by saying that if the tone of the week is like tone 3, then you are going to sing Today of Salvation.
Right.
Yeah.
The tone of the week is 3.
Yep. You're going to sing Today's
Okay.
Salvation, but the tone
It's going to
in which
depend
you
on what?
sing is going to depend on the doxology that you just sang.
Okay, so that's one tradition? That's all traditions.
All traditions.
All traditions say that which hymn you sing depends on the tone of the week,
Mm-hmm.
and the tone you sing that hymn in is based on the doxology.
Mm-hmm. Whatever fits with it, yeah.
So what's the other tradition?
The other tradition, the thing is, the two traditions are, what tone do you sing the doxology in?
Oh, okay. So some say tone of the week, and some say tone of whatever just got sung before.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. Is that
I don't know. I'll have to go and see if I can
diagram
repeat
out?
this to myself after I
Yeah.
leave this room.
At this point, I think I even got it.
I hope so.
If necessary,
Maybe you can explain to me that.
If necessary, I can diagram it out. Now, of course, this, according to the St. Anthony's, they say, according to the great Horologian and Athonite Typicons, this is what is done. We always did this in Pittsburgh, and that was Antiochian. So
Did what?
the splitting, tone 1 through 4, Today's Salvation, tone 5 through 8. But there, with their Typicon, we matched the doxology to the hymn before.
Okay.
So, but a lot of the Greek churches say
Tone of the week.
tone of the week.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hopefully that wasn't tremendously confusing.
No.
Okay, so Isa machine or not with this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Let's see. Open on-
So what do you do here? I guess we don't do anything. We just always sing tone 3.
You're cool?
Hmm?
You don't do anything here. We sing tone 3 all the time.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
have like speakers hidden away somewhere?
What?
Do you hit speakers hidden away? There they are. They're hiding down.
Let's see. Let's bring it back up.
Ooh.
Today is salvation come. Is that too high or is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. And then we're going to switch through the different tones here. So, Anones, today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the dead. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. Okay,
Thanks, guys.
so.
Thank you, electronic monks.
Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. nice.
Third mode?
Yep, third mode. Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. So, let me know if you want to do any of these
This
again.
is good for me to record to learn all the modes.
Yep. And I have a recording of this that we can listen to in a minute.
Oh.
Legatos. Today is Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. And so he granted us the victory and great mercy, which again is one of those and pa kedi kedi. Let's do for destroying death. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. All right, now let me bring that down. Ane, ane. Is that too high? Ane, ane.
It's gonna go much harder now.
Hey. Ane, anes. Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. So, victory and great mercy. How about for destroying?
Okay.
For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. Okay, plagal second mode. The weird part is that they give the wrong introductory symbol. So, this is from Pa hard chromatic, not from Vu Gali, soft chromatic. So, and the reason for that is the doxology is going to be hard chromatic, so this will match the doxology.
So we need to change the thing up here.
The Isan note? Are you referring to
So, plagal second mode, the top it says Vu, right up here.
Oh, okay.
So this is correct, but this is wrong.
Ah.
So this should be Pa with the hard chromatic symbol above it. The little swoopy guy with the circle.
Swoopy guy with circle.
The thing that's underneath Pa at the end of the line. You can put a circle.
This here? No.
So it should be and
That one.
swoopy thing, yeah.
And this swoopy thing. Oh
No,
no.
this is the swoopy thing.
Oh, that's. Oh, that. Okay.
So
Got it.
Swoopy thing.
so essentially, what should be, and then
Well, the whole thing is.
Oh.
like that.
Wait a minute, you said swoopy thing.
Yeah,
under
swoopy
Pa.
thing.
Spooky thing.
That's not, they're both spooky things, okay.
Oh, that
Let's
one's
see.
backwards from that guy. Yeah. So the hard chromatic symbol though.
That's what should be here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry about this. Confusing with the spooky symbols. I have to
Spookies, yes, we
get
have to come up with
terminology.
names, yes.
Names,
uh-huh.
guys.
Yes, 'cause it's sort of like dancing Saturn.
Dancing Saturn.
Yay, Saturn is dancing tonight.
Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. So, victory and great mercy.
So the Islam, why did you go down after the ending of that? Because looks like it's just over.
I went up to the.
Just because-
Sometimes they go up to the.
Oh, okay.
I think in this case they didn't, so I was like, I wonder what it's gonna sound like. But yeah.
Great mercy. So,
Grade mode.
You said that you have all these recorded somewhere, right?
I'll play them in a second.
I mean, like, when you're in one.
Hmm?
Oh, that's really
It's all up on St. Anthony's.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Are all of these?
Yeah.
I need to, like, do something and not just, you know, expect it to come to me.
Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy.
Another one of those.
Victory and great mercy. Mercy.
Oh, we're
So,
adding something there?
Vike diga vupa ke vike diga vupa vuga.
So for destroying death, let's go there.
For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy.
And play all. 4.
Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy.
Go.
Awesome.
After rising from the tomb.
After rising from the tomb and breaking the bonds of Hades asunder. Thou didst repeal the sentence of death, O Lord, thereby delivering all men from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy.
So technically, I could go to St. Anthony's Monastery's website, memorize everything, because they have the music up there, right?
Mm-hmm. And Western. And
That's where I'm getting all this from.
And some of the
Right.
music.
But I know the recording, so I can hear it.
Only for
Some.
certain things.
Oh.
Some of them have actual people chanting, and some of it's just like a MIDI file. But you still
Yeah.
have the music, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But not for everything.
Nope. Wherever it says chant instead of hear or listen or something. Well, I think it says hear.
Here.
H-E-A-R.
Listen to-
Yeah. Okay, play go second mode, unless anyone wants to keep going with certain ones. And this is the symbol on the top here. This is what it should have been on the other one. After rising from the tomb and breaking the bonds of Hades asunder, thou didst repeal the sentence of death, O Lord, thereby delivering all men from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy.
Do that again.
Which?
What
All
do
of
you mean, which? Just, yeah, all play.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The first, go.
After rising from the tomb and breaking the bonds of Hades asunder, thou didst repeal the sentence of death, O Lord, thereby delivering all men from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy. So, hear it again, or
Can we just do the last part, last line?
let's do it now. And through them thou didst grant peace. And through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy.
That's different.
In mercy. Keep going, or?
Did you get it?
Yeah.
One more time.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
From the beginning?
The
Or from the end?
just the end of it.
And through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy.
Can we just do the mercy part?
Sure. So, Lord art rich in mercy.
So that when we go, that's
There's a step up.
What?
We're conditioned to go down, but there's a step up.
between this on CY. Right?
Yep.
So there's down, hold it for 2, and then what is the
With the
what part is that?
it's down to?
Is that this one? That's
It's
this thing.
it's the downward facing.
Right.
The
That's what I
elafron.
need to
Elafron. Yeah. Yep. So
Okay.
mercy. Grave mode. After rising from the tomb and breaking the bonds of Hades asunder, thou didst repeal the sentence of death, O Lord, thereby delivering all men from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy. Let's do that one more time just from the beginning. And if you notice, he didn't finish the Eson there at the end. He's missing. One of my friends in Pittsburgh, again, who is a very stalwart Eson guy, he just kept going, oh, and it's like, hey, come up, and, oh, and he did not come up. But he should have joined us. So, after rising from the tomb and breaking the bonds of Hades asunder, thou didst repeal the sentence of death, O Lord, thereby delivering all men from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy.
Cool. Little icon picture thingy. That's so cute. Flag of what?
After rising from the tomb and breaking the bonds of Hades asunder, thou didst repeal the sentence of death, O Lord, thereby delivering all men from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who
middle, I switched and went up a half step, but then I went back to where we were, and then in the midst of going, we went down a half step.
Okay.
So we have a tendency to drop by at least a half step, if not a whole step.
Ooh,
So-
bad, we get naughty suits.
Yeah, we just gotta keep it up all the time.
Keep it up. Okay.
So, but let's do it one more time, just especially without a text message in the
Can you turn it
middle.
down a little bit?
Yep.
It's covering up a lot of sins.
After rising from the tomb and breaking the bonds of Hades asunder, thou didst repeal the sentence of death, O Lord, thereby delivering all men from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy.
How annoying.
Yep.
Yeah, but now that didn't go up.
Even with the Isan, we went down.
Well, we weren't necessarily listening to these on. The key thing was, one of the times was thou to send them forth to preach, because it's very easy from a vocal standpoint. Apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach. Right there. The apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach. To keep that, because it's very easy. We're going down, so it's like, oh, it's now we can relax. Because to hold it up is hard, especially at certain tessituras, certain places of the voice. But then when we get to go down, it's like, oh, ooh, this is easy. So that's where it's key not to do that. And hopefully, if you have someone holding you some, they don't move. So then they guarantee that you tune to them.
I always, when we would sing I believe in one God. What's that called?
The creed.
Yes, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I have brain issues.
Well, in other countries, they just say it's the I believe.
Oh, well.
Yeah. In Greek, they would say say the I believe, the pistevo. So same with the Our Father.
Oh, okay. Well, I would hold the note on key, right? And I would be like, why on earth do the clergy up front, they literally step it down half a step.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, well, it just always goes down half a step. The whole congregation goes down half a step anyway, so we just might as well do it on purpose. I'm like, and I'm sitting there holding it, so I sound out of place.
Yep.
Sometimes I just do it on purpose, because I'm like, no, I can hold it.
That's one of those things where it's a question of, do you try and hold it up or not? Like when and when I was in choirs, it was always hold them up, but then you always end up trying, like now I go sharp. If I'm just singing by myself, I go sharp because I was so used to pushing things sharper.
I've done that too in choruses.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny
They're
when
like, someone's sharp.
I pitch something like that's good for myself, and by the end of it, I'm up like a half step or a whole step, and I'm like, oh, that's not good anymore. That like because that's higher than where I wanted it to be. Okay, so if you watch the music,
And this is today's salvation first note.
Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy.
Is that different than what we have?
no, that's the same.
Some intervals were.
Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy.
American.
Is he American trying to be Greek?
Sometimes when he sings with a British accent, which makes it sound Greek in this context.
Today is salvation come unto the world.
He might be sounding Greek.
Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy.
Sounds great too.
He's Greek in background.
That's why it sounds great.
Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. Honest, today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. Today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. Honest, today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy. My dear, today is salvation come unto the world. Let us sing unto the author of our life, who arose from the tomb. For destroying death by death, he granted us the victory and great mercy.
Can you hear the other ones too, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is instructive.
And he's got all these little inflections of the voice.
Yeah.
I like that, but I think I still have this Western tendency towards intervals.
Honest, after rising from the tomb and breaking the bonds of Hades asunder, thou didst repeal the sentence of death, O Lord, thereby delivering all men from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art by delivering our man from the snares of the enemy. After manifesting thyself to thine apostles, thou didst send them forth to preach, and through them thou didst grant peace to the whole world. O thou who alone art rich in mercy.
Cool.
So can you remind me what the does this tell me what note it starts on right here in this part?
The top? Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's your knee.
Wow, I remembered something.
That's your knee up there.
And this is the mode, right?
Yeah, essentially. It'll say plagal. That essentially says plagal 4.
This right here says plagal 4.
Mm-hmm. Because it says something like plagal delta. And delta is alpha, beta, gamma, delta is 4.
Oh, okay. And this, what is this?
Hijos.
That's
Tone.
tone. Mode.
Oh, that just says the
Hijos.
word tone.
Yeah.
Tone 4, and this is
Hmm?
starting note? Does
No,
that
no,
mean-
that's plagal 4.
Oh, this is 4.
Mm-hmm.
Play.
Essentially, those guys together.
Oh, this is means plagal.
Yep. Pi lambda. Blah.
Oh.
Now, why they put them upside down? Like, I don't know.
Okay, next Monday, Labor Day weekend,
I won't be here because there's services somewhere.
and I'm gonna be taking Jordan back to Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
And no Vespers on
What do you
Saturday,
want
Father's
about
Night
next
Heroes.
Yes,
weekend?
Father's
next
not around.
Monday.
I won't be around either.
Okay.
But yeah, next Monday is the eve of the feast of the nativity of the Mother of God.
Ugh.
Yeah, I keep getting those wrong.
Okay.